Mary Lou Samaha, and we have Malcolm Koga. These are people that are taking their time to come in because they know that what we're doing is beneficial to the community.
And, and that's a good word to use. It is making an impact. And I know you have a segment that watches your show loyally.
I know.
They're dedicated, and they want to see what's coming up next because you bring to them so many different things going on in the community. It's great to read the stuff in the newspaper and other places, but there's people that want to watch it on your show.
Puts a face on it.
Yes, absolutely. And I know we talked about several things that have happened, the organizations on your that have come on your show, and we have a few others that you brought pictures of that I want to mention. One is the Greek Festival.
The Greek Festival over in Schenectady. That's a huge festival, and if Albany wants to come on the show, that's fine too. But we did the Greek Festival. They came on with kids actually and did the dancing. Same thing with the Polish Festival. They brought some kids on to show that. And of course, the Italian Festival was food mainly.
Well, and there's nothing wrong with that. And we talked about some good food, some good Italian cooking. You also have some pictures here of the Bleecker.
Yeah, the Bleecker Consort is a group. I had never heard of them. I happened to, find out about them. I approached them. They only do Renaissance and medieval music. They're incredible, and they play on the original, well, they're duplicates, but or reproductions of the original musical instruments that they used. I gave them a half hour because they were so fabulous.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, and it's great to see that type of talent exposed.
Yeah. You don't run into that every day.
No, you don't. and it's happening right on your show. Also, you don't run into alpacas and llamas very often. They have been on your show. They've been in the studio as well, and we talked about that earlier.
I had a tarantula on one time too.
Now that, I don't have a picture of that, but tell us about that.
That was in my early years. They had a tarantula, which was fine. I don't mind tarantulas because they're just big spiders, hairy spiders, but they're fine. They don't usually. They're not bad. But they brought some lizard on, and it was a very strange lizard. And I'm looking at it because I'm trying to engage myself. Try and engage yourself with a lizard, let me tell you. And that thing started to come at me and was in earnest, and I thought I was going to, and we were doing it live at the time. We got through it. It was fine. But it was like, whoa.
Well, I'm glad to hear that that worked out. That worked out. I trust you got the tarantula and a lizard out a lot easier than the alpacas.
Yeah, we did, and I don't mind snakes or any of those, so it was okay. I wasn't scared of them because of what they were. It was just I wasn't sure how aggressive this little critter was going to be. They didn't like the TV cameras. I don't know.
Well, you mentioned several channels. I know they're all on your website. We'll give out that website one more time, sure. www.parillo.com. You can
Keep it simple.
Yeah, find all the information you need to on the show. You stream as well.
Well, we don't stream, but they can stream at openstagemedia.com. But what they can find in our is just to go by one of the dates on the left-hand side, and they can see photos of the guests, and if there's videos, they'll see videos of the interviews, and which I also post on my Facebook page. So you can come and visit me on my Facebook.
I follow you on Facebook, and I watch the pictures as they go up. Now, you mentioned you have a live audience, and I see that.
Yeah, we do.
I see people there when I come into the show. Yeah. If people at home watching want to come in and sit in on one of the show. They can come in, and we even have when I'm really happy is when we see people come in from senior residences, and so because we're handicap accessible, they can come in with their wheelchairs and come down and. Excellent. So they can stop by. No appointment needed.
No
just
appointment.
Come in to Proctor's.
We're going to make plenty of room for them.
Okay, great. That's great to hear. If you haven't seen the show, check out the website. Watch the shows, and you can pull them up on Open Stage Media as well. If you're on that website. So I know you wanted to share some news.
Yeah, I've got some news. Can I share that with you?
Yes, you have a project going on.
Yeah, and the reason I'm sharing is because we just found out not found out today, but things have really cemented today.
Give us a little background.
Well, we're going to be going down to Washington, D.C., and we're going to be going to the Chinese embassy. And you want to know why?
I want to know why.
Inquiring minds want to know why.
Yes.
We're forming a sister city arrangement with the city-county area of Schenectady with Kunming, China. And Kunming, China is over by the Vietnam and Burma area of China. When you look at it like it's a rooster, it's over at the other end, the tail end. And we were approached about maybe 8 or 10 years ago about getting involved with this from China. China was very interested in it. and we attended a sister city in Denver because they are also a sister city. So what we've done is Greg Millett is quite instrumental in this. He's been to China 7, and he's my technical director. Has been to China 7 times, I believe, and has cemented a relationship with Kunming. They approached us about 2 months ago and said, please come to the embassy and sign the papers. And it's like, whoa. So the mayor, of course, is behind this, Mayor McCarthy, and we have a lot of community people that are behind this as well and want to get involved. So this is a new project, and we hope that you'll get involved.
It's a very exciting, it is very exciting news, and I know this is something, this is a sort of a project that's been going on for a while, because I follow Greg's emails.
Yeah.
Once in a while he'll send us a little update on what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to hear. And if people want to learn more about this, can they find it somewhere?
Yep, they can go to gregmillett.com.
Okay, great. And that's where I get my updates
Yeah, and
from.
you'll get that. It's really, I think, a way of, our world is getting a lot smaller, and I think that we can't, I know you're in government, but we can't always rely on governments. I think we have to rely on person to person to make it kind of more friendly. You know?
There's so many things that go into a community. You're right, and individuals, and learning about things, and paying attention, and trying to find out what's happening in your community.
And you're sharing culture. And
yes, it's very important.
And the government has bigger things to do, I think, sometimes.
There's, you know, and it goes back to your show, and this is one other thing that you're kind of taking charge on, and you're making it happen. So I want to thank you for so much that you do for the community.
Yeah, thank you.
And you know, it's a great spot to be right there in Proctor's in downtown Schenectady, and the street looks great.
Doesn't it? Oh my gosh, have things changed so much?
Yeah, and actually you've watched it all happen as well, because this show has been running right through it.
Right through the downtown area.
You used to film in a different location.
Yeah, we had the former Habitat for Humanity is where they are now. We were there.
You used to film, and now
we're at Proctor's, and they're underground.
If people want to find you, they can come in the main entrance.
Just go in the arcade and come down the stairs.
And there's a basement area right down there. So what are some of the things we can look forward to coming up this year?
We've got a lot of really interesting guests coming up. A lot of fundraisers for health, you know, Tour de Cure, and many of the Freihofers raising money there. There's so many ways that we can help our community by volunteering your time, volunteering some money. Sometimes just if you've got extra blankets, and donate them to like the Bethesda House or something like that. And I think one of the things I'm trying to do is connect people to people who are doing good things. And that's basically it.
And I know that one picture we actually didn't talk about, you had some nutritionists on your show.
Yeah, we did. And to talk about, and it was over the holidays, how can you make hors d'oeuvres, how can you make treats that are healthy? And we talked about making brownies instead of using milk and eggs and all that, just putting in a can of pumpkin, stirring it up, baking it, and they're wonderful.
And this cooking happened right on your show?
Well, we don't cook because we don't have a studio or with a kitchen, but what people do is they bring it in, and then we talk about it, or do video.
Excellent. As you did with my at my mother's house with the feast.
Gotta do that again.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed that. And I know we want to thank your staff again and your volunteers. I know Greg is very good.
Yeah, he's back here now checking out, making sure you're doing all right.
Yeah,
here.
I noticed that he's behind the scenes as we speak, checking out all the equipment, and we're happy to have him as well. Anything else we can share with the audience about the show?
No, I think we're doing good, and I just want to encourage people that if they have a message that they really want to get out, and they can give me a call, they can email me, and I'd be more than happy. They can, if easy, it's Ann@AnnParillo.com is an email address you can use, and if you'd like to be on the show, I can't guarantee I can get you on, but I will certainly make my effort to get everybody on. I do keep a cancellation list, so you never know. So you're always on my cancellation list.
I always try and book ahead of time because I know.
I'm always after. Whether it's the the veterans, you do a lot with the veterans. You do a lot with the kids with the future cities and engineering projects. The chickens, the food, you name it. Angelo's there.
The chickens. Are there any? For those watching, are there any particular things you'd like to see more of on your show?
I would like to see, I think, more health related. is what I mean, I do. I've had a couple of surgeons on from the Amsterdam area that do robotic surgery. Fabulous, very interesting interview that was. People thinking about back surgery. They're now doing it with robotics. So, and I'd like to maybe get more of that end of it too. But I mean, I'm doing very well, but it's always more health. I like to talk more about diseases that people aren't real familiar with. I've never done a show on Parkinson's disease. I'd like to do one on that. So
there's a lot of different areas that there's a lot of different areas that well those are important issues as well to talk about. And I think that's what's nice is that you have such a variety of things.
Yeah. Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry.
Maybe he can't hear us.
Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
About that website, www.parillo.com. And thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having us on.
We look forward to having you back at some point.
Good.
I want to thank Greg and all your staff and all your volunteers for the work you do in our communities.
Thank you.
Join us again here on Assembly Update, where we will talk more to great guests like Ann Parillo, Schenectady Today, in and around the Capital Region. If you haven't seen it, try and watch it, www.annparillo.com.